You know, I made sure I was on time today, Mom, because when I was working with Nancy last night,
Oh,
she told me that a friend of hers used to call her Nancy Lau.
oh,
And I'm like, why did they call you Nancy Lau? And she said, because I was late as usual. LAU. I'm like, oh my God, I got to make sure I tighten up my game here. I got to make sure I'm on time. So, hello and welcome. William, good to see you on this side. I know we had Rob with us. Oh, LAU. I'm like, oh my God. It wouldn't be a show if Mom didn't forget to turn her volume down.
this time I did forget.
Luckily, this is our live stream where anything goes and everything's very loose and you get the inside scoop on everything. Like, for example, did you hear that anything you buy at QVC, not just jewelry, but anything you buy right now can be returned until the end of January next year? Yes. So if you've had some things you wanted to try and, maybe you're not so good at returning things, I'm not. I always seem to wait till the last minute. It's kind of nice that you can sort of live in a piece of jewelry or try a lipstick or something for a while before you decide if you want to keep it. So I wanted to let you know that first and foremost.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Good morning. Well, you're in for a good show today. We've got clearance prices. I've got bestsellers. I've got sale prices. I've got a couture piece. And I'm talking about high level. Now, it's not going to be for everybody to play, but it just came in. It's so new. I don't even have a sample of it, but I did get the rendering of it, and I wanted you to see it. It's well, I'll tell you more about it later, but it's a tennis bracelet. Not a lot of people are going to be able to splurge on this today, but if you can, and I know that some of you are out there, so worthy. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I just like to see the stuff.
Yeah, I do too. I like to see it too.
So
It's
do
like when we
you.
go to Vegas, Mom and I play pennies. Like we're not a big we like to gamble, but we don't
Pennies.
we don't have a lot of money to gamble with, honestly. But pennies are good. But anyway, we like to go in and watch over the high rollers table, right? We like to watch the craps table when they have the big fat stacks of money and everything. It's fun to watch, even if we can't play.
Well, and you've taught a lot of people a lot of things about jewelry and diamonds.
Well, and it's fun to see the
don't
good
forget
stuff.
that.
Well, it's all good. I mean, come
Yes.
on. If it's a diamond, it's for me, right? So, again, keep those thumbs up coming and those hearts coming. It really does help us and gives us motivation to keep things going. And again, just get Mama Pat out of bed sometimes is really rough. So, yeah, she needs a pat on the back every now and again.
I kid again.
All right, so we got a good crowd kind of gathering. I think it's probably safe to get started. I'm going to go ahead and
ma'am.
jump into the first item. Boom. Ta-da. I guess I
good
should have
jump.
said items, because you get you actually get three things with this. You get this beautiful box chain. You get a 1/2 carat pendant, which is bezel set. And which side are the earrings on? Down here. You get another 1/4 carat in each. Oopsie. I guess I could leave that one up too. Why not? It's Mary Beth. And you get the earrings, which are another 1/4 carat in each ear. Bezel set. So you know what? I'm thinking about William and Rob here. If they wanted the earrings, which I know a lot of times you guys like those, and they're in that wonderful protection of solid gold, 14 karat gold, which is great. You could maybe get the earrings for you, and maybe the necklace is for somebody else that you love. But more and more men are wearing these as well. It's funny how things change, right? Like before, this would have been a female kind of design, but it's not that way. It's very much for everyone. It's very inclusive, which I dig. I really like that a lot. And you know what? This whole inclusivity thing, I'm all on board, but we didn't start that as a society. This has been going on for a long time. The Romans, way back, used to wear pearls. The men wore pearls before women did. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
They did. Fun fact, yes. And my question was always, do they wear them on the outside of their armor or the inside of their armor when they go into battle? Because they would wear them to battle. They thought it made them invincible, gave them more power. So they would wear their pearls. And ladies, we know that pearls give us power, right? When we're wearing them. But
William says this is a perfect size by far.
I agree. And William, get this. You get all three pieces for $649.99. That's 40% off. This is a clearance price item.
Gosh, is that
Now, a clearance price item doesn't mean it's a stinker. A clearance price item means that it's a bestseller in QVC language, honestly. And let me explain why that is. When we have, like, if you go back into the jewelry vault at QVC, there's a whole bunch of drawers, right? And they're little drawers, and you pull them out, and they're stuffed full of goodness, right? Stuffed full of diamonds. But it's real estate, right? So we bring in thousands of items at a time. So those drawers can have thousands of pieces in them. When you get down to a 6 pieces, it does not make good sense for QVC to take up that real estate. So what they do is they slash the price to just give everybody a great big kiss, get them out the door, and then they can get new merchandise in. So there's this perception because in retail, a lot of times when things are put on clearance, it's because it's less desirable for some reason.
Not here.
It's the opposite here. So, I mean, you're looking again at a 40% savings, 3 easy pays of $233. And I'll get
Wow.
back to that in just a minute. It's also, if you have a Q card, on 12-month special financing of $54.17. Mom and I have been live streaming not only here on YouTube, but we've been live streaming on QVC.com. I wouldn't have put this in a QVC.com live stream at this point because when I left last night, there was like half a dozen in each, but this is just for you, all right? It is in a white gold only at this point. The reason I said I wanted to get back to 3 easy pay of $233, I went to our inventory and I looked just for a 14 karat gold chain because a lot of us need them. My Roomba ate one of my chains 2 weeks ago. And
You
now
didn't tell me.
I know. So now I have to go buy another gold chain.
Right.
So now, Rosie, our Roomba, is running around with a gold tooth, I guess, because she chewed up on my chain. But anyway, that was between $150 and $200, depending on the day, because gold prices, as you know, are. So this was bought at old pricing. So for what you would have, if you factor out the price of the chain, factor out a couple $100, it's like you're getting each of the diamond pieces for like $150. So it's a really good deal. And I hate to part things out like this, but I'm really just trying to drive home what a good bargain it is. I know it's still a considered purchase, but $649.99 for a 14 karat gold chain, for a half carat pendant, and then for a 1/4 carat in each earring. It's fantastic. Plus you get a lot of gold because of the bezel setting. All right. Everybody, does that make sense to everybody?
It does. But I just have to say,
Yes.
I
Here, let me
can't-
show you, Mary Beth.
I can't even get into QVC. I mean, holding your hand.
What do you mean? Oh, in the building.
The security is
Yeah, it's
so
true.
amazing, and you just explained why.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Drawers and things.
with all that stuff, and that's just my little part of the diamond department. Plus, there's all the gemstone jewelry and everything else that goes on at QVC.
believe
So,
me, you can't get in.
yeah, it's like a fortress, honestly. Well,
begged.
now, in fairness, they have invited you in because she drives me to work, right? And she sits out in the car and waits for me, which I really appreciate. And she reads her
No
book and
dogs,
does all
it's
these
quiet.
things. And, and she's safe out there because, again, it's like a fortress. But she always says she doesn't want to come in. They would welcome you in at this point.
Yeah, but you can't just knock on a door.
No, you can't just knock on the door. Hey, I'm here. Let me in. No, not anymore. We used to do tours and everything, but they've really tightened everything up. So how's everybody doing today? I want to hear.
Really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
everybody's doing
Yeah,
really well.
Rob's laughing so hard he's crying.
Oh, that's
All right.
funny. All right, moving on to the next item. Thank you, Rob. This is that big mound of diamonds I was telling you about. This is a bestseller, a top seller, and right now it's in stock in size 5 through size 10. So I wanted to let you know first that it's back. It is item number J435690. It is called the Triple Row Band Ring. It is 1 full carat, 14 karat gold, and you can choose it in the white or, isn't she pretty? I love a day. Oopsie. Oh, I gave you a peek. I didn't want to do that yet. I guess I didn't put the yellow one in. I thought I had. Darn it. There's a yellow version of this as well. So it's 3 rows and it's nice and neat and tidy. But from the side, in the yellow photograph that I had it from the side, it looks like a hill, like a mound of diamonds. It's just so beautiful. Maybe I didn't because Aday has it on. She might have it on in the yellow. But do you see the presence on that? So gorgeous. I see you out there. Thank you so much for stopping
Hi,
in.
Cass.
Cass,
Hi,
we've been
Laura Rose
missing you.
Beauty.
Hello, Laura. Hello, ladies. It's good
It's
to
so
have
good
you
to see
along.
everybody.
It is. And again, if you joined us late, we started with a set where you get the box chain. It's an upgrade. You get a half carat bezel set pendant, and you get a pair of earrings and a 1/4 carat apiece for 40% off. $649.99. So if you want more info on that, it is J435560. Mom put it in the chat as well. So now you're all caught up. We were just kibitzing a little bit about the great deals in diamonds that you can find right now. And I know a lot of you are looking for things that have been out of stock. This is a bestseller that is now back in stock, again, in white and yellow. I'm not sure if I mentioned the price yet. It was $836, under $1,000, which is amazing. It's on 3 credit card payments of $278, and it's on 12-month special financing of $69. Seriously. So it's a good time really to be a Q card shopper. If you have one, it's probably a good idea to exercise it sometime sooner or later. And again, to catch you guys up, extended holiday returns went into effect here recently. So anything you buy at Q, anything, can be returned at the end, except for food, I think, at the end of because you ate
No,
it,
really.
end of January. But seriously, if let's say you bought a big bag of pot stickers, which we love around here,
Nobody returns their
nobody
pot
returns them.
stickers.
But let's say you ate a bag of them or some of them and you didn't like them for some reason, you probably could return them. They're really pretty good about that kind of stuff. That's one of the things they pride themselves
You'd have
on
to
at
pack 'em
QVC.
carefully.
You would have to pack them. You're right. What's up?
Let's go to the next one.
Okay. Why? Oh, yeah.
That's why.
That's why. All right, ladies, you joined us late. I told everybody at the top of the show that I had something really special to share with you. This is the only image that I have of it. It is that fresh and new, but this actually was for Cass, so that's why we were really happy to see you.
This is
I'm not
fun.
saying that you need to buy it, Cass. I'm just saying that I know how much you love bracelets like I do, and
Well,
yeah.
you're not really selling.
Well, no, I know. In fact, the reason this is here at all is they ask me for my feedback on descriptions on
Yes.
occasion, not always, but sometimes I catch things that I think need to be corrected, right? Or you guys fill me in on things that need to be corrected. And this came across my desk yesterday, and I'm like, I'm squeezing that mother in there. It's going in the show. It is a whole series.
God.
Can you see the cuts? It's a whole series of radiant cuts. Can you guys see that?
Kind
It's
of.
they have it identified in the graphic right now. I don't think it's been changed yet as emerald cuts. Emerald cuts and radiant cuts are really different, really different. This has got just a ton of faceting, a lot more labor, but it is the juiciest, most yummy thing you've ever laid your eyes on. Look at this. This is and they put it on a preview sale price, which I don't know why, because nobody's seen it yet. But it was almost $11,000. I know I told you it's not for everybody, but man, if you can play here, it's I can't wait to see
I'm
this.
so tempted to
sample.
say, I dare you, Cass. I'm
Stop.
going to do it.
She just bought a bangle, but you know what? If someone is in the market,
No, I
it's
can't.
marked down to 9,500, 9,500, which is great. It's saving $1,000 on that bracelet. But the big thing is, it's a big thing. It's 20 carats.
Oh, my God. Explain the cut again.
They're 9x7s. The radiant cut has additional faceting. It's got a different facet arrangement from an elongated cushion, but it's similar to that in the depth and the proportions. What that means to you is you have so much more life. You know, the life that you see in a round brilliant that we love. I mean, there's a reason that round brilliants are the #1 selling cut in the world.
Oh.
We love the light play. So it's got that same sort of facet arrangement, the number of facets, for example, but they're arranged differently in a more shallow cut, which is elongated. So it has a whole different personality. A radiant cut, I love. I love how it looks like it comes to peaks. I think it's just visually so incredibly interesting. And I can count literally on one hand the number of them that I've had at QVC in the last 2 years. There's been hardly any of them. They're expensive. You have to have a really good cutter on it. You have to have extremely beautiful material to do this. And I really should have started by explaining what Firelight is. Firelight lab-grown diamonds are more perfect diamonds. They are bigger, bolder, and brighter because they're grown one at a time in a laboratory situation from the seed of another diamond. So they're protected. They're in an actual little like capsule or a little nest, if you will, and they are tended by chemists, actually, that keep an eye on them. So not every one turns out perfectly, but I can tell you our brand standard in this is super high. We're looking at 5 levels higher than our Diamonds from the Earth brand as far as clarity goes. This is what's referred to as VS+. And again, we're looking at near colorless diamonds. If you guys can hear me or not, but I think I just reconnected.
Yeah, Rob. Yes, you did.
Did
Rob
I?
said this bracelet's going to sell for the holidays.
I think so too. I hope it gets airtime. You know, a lot of times they don't like to put these really luxurious pieces on the air because they're concerned that, you know, not a lot of people can afford them. But I know that there's always somebody out there that's looking for something like
It's
this,
so
right?
much fun to
And it's so
see.
much fun. I mean, sometimes we just go and we look at the inventory just to see things like this. I
Michelle?
want to make sure that we're reconnected. Would you guys mind throwing me some thumbs up or some hearts so that I can see that you're with me still before I do continue on? Because I got some really good things coming up. Stay with us. We're going to be looking at an ethos piece next. That was one of the originals and so pretty. We just got it back. a bestseller. And then at the very end of the show, I'm going to tell you more about Black Friday deal drops, and I'm going to show you one of them in diamonds that is in inventory right now that you could purchase if you wanted
And I
to.
imagine you mentioned that payment.
Yeah, yes, extended holiday returns.
No,
Anything here? On this one,
yeah.
there is not. It is so new. It doesn't. Oh wait, they did. They put
Yeah.
3 credit card payments on this bracelet. And they're big, but they're still much more palatable. They're $3,166 on
Yeah,
3
that's what I
payments.
meant, because
You're right. You're right.
One
No
more thing.
special financing yet on this one.
But
And I
one
don't know
more
if it
thing.
even will, to be honest. There's like 2. There's not very many.
You just explained some different cuts,
Yes,
one of which I didn't even get, the elongated.
the elongated cushion.
It's not a baguette.
No, it's a cushion where traditional cushion cuts are either square cushions or they're a little more like more narrow at the top and longer at the sides. But an elongated piece like this, like every one of these that's in here, is even more dramatic. There's an even bigger difference between the left to right measurement than the top to bottom. So it's more long and more narrow, but not like a baguette. A baguette has step faceting. I think you can see, I'm going to try zooming in, and I can't guarantee this is going to work. So you might want to get your little nose up here.
Oh, that works.
Does
At
this
some
work?
point, I hope you take pictures
There.
of each and do a little thing on it.
Oh, we can do a whole show.
FYI.
If you want to know more about cuts and how they play with the light, I'm happy to do a whole series on it
I
if
would
you'd like.
it.
Really? I can
Yeah,
do
I
that.
really
Sure,
would.
I can. But do you see the faceting? Oh, shoot, now I mucked it up. There. Isn't that just so dramatic and beautiful? So elegant. So what I love about it, and I have nothing against emerald cuts, trust me, I think they're very nice. They show the
yeah.
clarity of a gemstone. But when I personally am going to buy something that is like so couture, I want to see the sparkle. I want to see the action. I want to get the party started, right? The light party in this, the light show is immense. But listen, I know not everybody can play, so I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I just thought it was amazing.
I just love that. I
And
love to
extended
look at
holiday
it.
returns. So anything you buy, including this, can be returned by the end of January next year. But this guy right here, top seller. There are a few pieces from our Ethos collection that really stand out to me and are really close to my heart. And this is one of them that you guys love as well. This is done in rose gold, and it's in the most soft blush of rose gold. It is item number J435887. It is Firelight by Ethos. It's a mixed cut ring combining high quality. Remember, we're talking about, eye clean diamonds here in the middle, and eye clean rubies. We have come to the point where we can get such fine quality lab grown emeralds, rubies, sapphires that I wanted actually a selection of jewelry that was kind of inspirational that way. I wanted that high quality look. I wanted an Art Deco feel about it because I know a lot of us love it. We like that connection, the modern, meets the more vintage kind of thing. And the modern technology that goes into growing these stones in laboratories gives me that something old and something new. You've got something old in that it's more of an Art Deco style. You've got something new in that these are lab grown pieces. So as wedding pieces, engagement pieces, graduation, all of the important things, all of the occasions that give us the feels, this is an incredible ring. And everybody who buys it just raves about
I
it.
love Ethos.
I do too.
I love it.
The Ethos brand is really special. It is a female owned and run company with a very young, very vibrant CEO. Her name is Simran, and she comes from a diamond family and started this kind of offshoot on her own, not only to, be independent and to start her own business, but she wanted to really give back to female causes. And so a lot of their profits end up going to organizations like Susan B. Komen and many others. I mean, there's a lot. But she also employs women that are interested in jewelry that might not have any experience. Like they come to her and they want to learn to be a lapidary, learn how to cut gems, or they want to be a designer. We have in this collection over 100 female designers that are working on this for you. So it's really special. I really love it. This is 3/4 of a carat, and that's not counting the ruby. I just found this out. I thought it was inclusive, but no, it doesn't count the ruby. So you're getting about another 1/4 carat in ruby here. It's in 14 karat rose gold. We just got it back in size 4 through 11. It's been sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish everybody could have met her.
Simran, I'd love to have her on one day.
She is such a surprise.
Isn't she? She's so
She's
lovely.
Beautiful. She's humble. She's friendly at the same time. she's quite a gal.
She
She's
really
quite a gal.
is. I'm so impressed by her whole team, actually, and I love what we're doing with
Yeah.
them. This bestseller is $1,430. So the prices have not gone up, even though the prices of gold have. 3 credit card payments of $477. And it's on 18-month special financing if you have the Q card of $79.44. I took a bunch of pictures. I thought,
Rosemary is
hey,
here.
hi, Rosemary.
And Amy.
Welcome. And Amy, how you doing today? It's good to see you out there. Here's the back of that ring. Again, fully finished. Look at how thick that is. You don't get to see this sometimes on the air because it's hard to show the small details like this. But I've got great news. Last night, Nancy Yoon and I were involved in a show that was brand new where they had a different setup for jewelry, and they had what she was calling the glam cam. And I love that. And it was a close-up camera sitting right to her right. And we got some really nice, incredible close-ups, and this was just a screenshot of one of those I wanted to share with you. So you can see the quality of the diamonds and the size of the diamonds that form this Art Deco kind of crisscross. Maybe that stands for the crossroads of your life, or maybe it's your subtle, your subtle cross. Isn't it pretty? And then, anyway, big baguettes, right? And then you've got the rounds in the corners, which add a little more life to the party. And then, of course, those incredible channel set rubies. The rubies, by the way, are the color that you would expect to see in fine Burmese rubies. Imagine if you would have had the opportunity to buy Burmese rubies from Burma when they were affordable and available, but they unfortunately are not. So lab grown is the perfect solution because we can now create that color. And this is not through a treatment. We grew these for you in that ultimate color. And everyone is a perfect color match, no treatment whatsoever. This is how they grow in the laboratory. So I'm super excited to be able to share it with you. I just think it is the most incredible, gorgeous ring.
Rosemary said the glam cam was really cool.
Wasn't that neat? I know. We were all high-fiving each other after the show because we were kind of nervous. I mean, we hadn't done that before. I love Nancy. She's up for anything, like I am. And so when they said, you girls want to try this, we're like, yeah. So it was really funny. Again, I know you like the stories behind the scenes. Those cameras were about this far away from us, which is intimidating for an old bag like me, right? But that was right up my nose in HD. It was just right here. So we had, I had my own camera, which was weird too. And then 2 more cameras here. And then the 4th camera, 4-camera shoot was the glam cam. Yeah. And so Nancy, we're not only talking and trying to do our thing and having a good time together, but she's also like trying to line it up just perfectly because we'd never done it before to get those shots. So Rosemary, I'm glad to hear you think it turned out okay because we were a little stressed out, but it was really fun.
I couldn't get
I know.
I couldn't get it on. I missed that whole thing.
Yeah,
Rats.
I know. But you know what? We'll show you on replay. It's no problem. All right. So how am I doing for time?
Well, you're doing fine.
What does fine mean? What time is it?
Oh, it is. You've got 7 minutes.
Oh, excellent.
Is it just good photography?
Well, yes.
Or is there...
What do you want to know?
Well, the ethos... All right, I'm going to say it.
Okay, you can.
I have nothing against all of the gemstones.
No, you like all of it. Yeah.
But I would like to know, ethos gems always...
Are more vibrant?
Yeah.
Well, this is what I was saying. This is what rubies are supposed to look like.
I got to start listening.
Well, you're busy. I get it. But, honestly, on television shopping channels, and I'm just going to put it out there because it's true. On television shopping channels, you don't see rubies like this very often. And the reason is they are ungodly expensive. They are.
Oh.
And they're super rare. I mean, rubies actually can be more rare than diamonds are. So, and Burmese rubies, this color that we've curated here for this ring, this is unobtainable to most people for many reasons. Either you would choose not to from that part of the world, or maybe you just can't afford them or can't find them. So they use a lower grade, or they use rubies from other places oftentimes that look like, that cherry lozenge.
Okay.
So they're great. I mean, they're still rubies, but this is really where it's at. This is what we would love to own. What I think is so awesome about this right now is, let's say you want to celebrate somebody that was born in the month of July and in the month of April. This is a mother's ring, would be fabulous. This is a ring to celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas. Red is the color of the season. This is a great ring. I do love the 2 together. I think you've got the fire, the warmth kind of a ruby next to not only the fire that you see in a diamond, but the iciness of it. So it's this whole fire and
beautiful.
ice thing that I love. It's kind of like leather and lace, you know, when you put them together, they just look hotter. So this ring, it's one of our top sellers from the Ethos collection. If you want to see the rest, I mean, they are fantastic. Nancy and I had a bracelet, the only emerald and diamond bracelet from Ethos that we're carrying in our inventory. And here's the skinny with them. With the Ethos brand, where it says the carat weights, they usually will only give you the carat weight on the diamonds. I just discovered this. So a lot of you are getting much more than you bargained for when you're purchasing Ethos. Like on the bracelet we had last night, there was 3 carats in diamonds, but they neglected to put that there's 2 3/4 carats of emeralds. I was flipping out. I was like this on my computer. I'm like, come on, we got to get that changed before, you know, but they can't. For some reason, the system can't. There's too many characters or something. So I'm going to make sure that I tell everybody, this is 3/4 of a carat, but that's not with the carat of the rubies. High quality, beautiful rubies.
Well,
I don't know why. I'm
different-
assuming we'll get it fixed, but
That's a whole different thing.
but right now, score a bargain. All right,
We'll have to
speaking
try
of
to do
bargains,
more Ethos.
I want to do more Ethos. I
Wait,
love
I have a
Ethos.
question.
Yes?
Rob,
Hi,
a
Rob.
few weeks ago you had green diamonds. Were
Yes.
they treated?
Those
or
were
natural?
treated.
Yes.
Yes, green diamonds are super, super expensive, super scarce and rare. And I'll tell you why. The majority, about, I would say 99% of green diamonds in the world are treated. Now, we do have some naturals from time to time. They're usually in clusters with other colors and they're very pale. But that ring you're talking about that we had a couple weeks ago, that was really saturated and beautiful. So it's not that the treatment is a bad thing. Those diamonds would have become green over time.
Oh.
They have the composition within them for green. Not all diamonds can.
So they must have.
They
the
have,
composition.
yes, not all diamonds have the same chemical composition, the same lattice structure. Lattice structure is a better word for it, and the way that it grows. So here's what has to happen before a diamond can be green naturally. The diamond has to be in the ground for billions of years. Okay, that's hard enough. They don't all become diamonds just because they're there in the ground. But there has to be groundwater present for additional millions of years, hundreds of miles beneath the earth. And here's the caveat, here's the kick in the butt. There has to be uranium present.
Oh,
that's why I said butt.
uranium.
Yeah, uranium. So it has to be in groundwater. She
Shame
pounds
on
the
you.
table again and everything's like,
Shame on you.
yes, there has to be they have to be in groundwater for millions of additional years, and there has to be uranium present. So groundwater, if you think about it, water moves, water freezes, water changes, water evaporates, does all kinds of things. For those diamonds to be in the ground for millions of years in the water with uranium present, it happens very remotely. So what we do is we send them off for treatment. If we find the right diamonds with the right stuff, you send them off to be coached, right? Sometimes they come back gem grade quality, sometimes they don't. It's a very small percentage, but they are really inexpensive. I mean, you can get them so much less expensive than you would ever imagine you could get green diamonds naturally.
And they begin at green diamonds.
Well,
They're
they
just
would have become
enhanced.
that on their own if left
right.
alone,
All right.
but we speed it along. It's called, if you want to read more about it, because it's kind of an interesting thing, General Electric as a company is the one that sort of moved that forward scientifically, but it's called HPHT treatments. So, and they're permanent treatments. Those green diamonds won't change. I'm going on, and I only had 7 minutes.
No, you still got a minute.
I have a minute?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is what I wanted to share with you. This is a Black Friday deal drop sale price. For my little customers here that come and join us on Wednesdays, and I love you, you know that. You guys are my rocks. I want to make sure that you all get the message. I started talking about it last week. I don't think Cass was here. There's a couple people. William, I don't think, was here last week. If you don't have the app, download the app. On Wednesdays, those with the app, only app, are going to get a head start on these Black Friday deal drops. And they are small quantities for the most part. In my department anyway, in the diamond department, in the jewelry department, you're going to find like short lots. So you got to be fast. So have that app ready. These are going to be dropping every Wednesday between now and Christmas. So you can get it first with the app. Everybody else will be privy to these things on Friday. So you have 2 days to make a decision because these I know can be expensive, right? I mean, but when you think about it, this is one of the, well, it is the best discount of the show today. It's 44% off.
Wow.
Let me walk you through that. It is item number J481389. It's a half carat in each ear, so 1 carat in total weight. These are lever backs. I own a pair of earrings just like these. They're not this pair though. That's why I didn't wear them for you today. I wear them, don't I?
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
They're so comfortable. I love them because I can hug people and they don't get caught. A lever back is really what a lot of us choose. And here's what it looks like from the side. I talk about this little screw a lot on the air, but we never get to see it. Do you see the little screw down there?
I do.
If you have meaty earlobes like I do, thicker earlobes, or you just like a looser fit,
I've got large ears for a woman.
Mama gave me all kinds of goodies. But if you've got a tiny screwdriver, like to adjust your glasses, you could do this yourself, but don't move it a lot. The tiniest little bit makes a big difference, okay? If you're not comfortable doing it yourself, a jeweler can do it and they won't charge you for it. They just give it just a little adjustment so that you can finally have that pair of earrings that's perfect for you as far as comfort goes. So our customers love lever backs. You don't get to see them a lot because it is a very expensive mechanism. Anytime you have a moving part, it's going to cost you more money. But today, $832.98 at a Black Friday price.
Wow.
They were over $1,500. So you're saving about $700, which is, again, 44% off. They're on 3 easy pays. That's where you get to pick the credit card of $278. They're an 18-month special financing of $46.28 and free shipping and handling. I mean, they've given you all the goodies that they can for checking out the Black Friday deal drops. I think they're great. So again, Wednesdays are when the new stuff drops, and then Fridays is when everybody else gets to come in and shop for
So
them.
they can order them now at that price?
Yes, yes. And today is Wednesday, so if you're watching live. So all of you that are watching right now, if you leave us, and when we say goodbye in just a moment, and you go there, you can see all the new stuff on the app. Yes, Black Friday deal drops. So if you type that in, you should see everything. And it's not just jewelry. Yeah, it's at the QVC app. It's on the QVC app, only on the app until Friday. And then they open up the floodgates and everything disappears. I mean, Mom and I, we got to launch this whole program for them, which was really cool. It was fun. And the first week we did a pair of pearl earrings. It had the sweetest little pearl in the middle. And then it had a heart around it. And then white zircon, $17. If there's any of those, grab them. They make great gifts for your hairdresser or whomever. I mean, they're just awesome. So anyway, I'm going on and on. Even these items have extended holiday returns. So you have until the end of January next year to return them if you choose. But I thought they were awesome.
Atchison says, I think I need those.
They're so good.
You guys,
Let me show you again.
Let's see give them your hello or however
Oh, yeah.
they get a hold of
Yeah,
you.
especially for the holidays. If you
For
need a little gift
suggestions.
inspo, call me. But first, before you do, please subscribe, like, and share.
That's
Huh,
free.
Cass? Huh?
That's
Huh?
free.
I updated it for the fall.
That's right.
This is Cass's idea. I know it feels funny, but the subscriptions really help us because when you subscribe, you automatically get an email from YouTube letting you know when we're on. So in case we miss you when we're frantically trying to invite everybody, and it would also, be nice because then maybe we wouldn't have to do that to everybody every week.
3 times.
Yes, Mom? I bet you want me to talk about this. Mondays through the month of October, we live stream at 12:15 on the big channel, at 12:15 on the live streams on the web page. But next week, you do not want to miss next week.
Oh, God.
It is Halloween. And Mom is insisting on coming in costume. I can't talk her out of it. So we're we're going to do a little costume party, and it should be rather fun. We haven't gotten our costumes together yet, but... And we're going to have spooky jewelry. I'm going to do some things in black diamonds, champagne diamonds, golden colors and diamonds. We're going to do a harvest sort of theme. It's going to be a blast. What's everybody saying, Mama dear?
Well, I have a suggestion.
Oh, sure.
If they can get a hold of you on your
Oh, yes, that's right.
suggestions and comments.
I love
and
that.
Ask for things.
Yes, would you please? If there's something you want to see during this, we would love to make it happen for you.
Absolutely.
So that's a really good point. You can always reach me at hello@youaresolidgold.com.
Yes.
I don't always answer right away, but I do try. Hello@youaresolidgold.com. That's my email.
Amy's a sweetheart. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Make
Happy
it great. See you
Wednesday.
Mondays.
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday for
She wants the
this.
dogs in costumes. Don't
Oh,
think
that's a
so.
good idea.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes.
No. Oh,
Yes, let's do it.
all right.
All right. We'll see you. Love you guys. Talk
Love
to
you
you very
guys.
soon. Go
Thank
get
you.
those steel drops. They're a bargain. I'll see you soon. Bye. We got to shop today, Mom. There's good stuff here.
No, we can't be shopping.
I think we do.